So this is the first year test, the Christmas test, and we're going to do question 1. We're going to start off with question 1, I suppose 1 part 2 will be the first one to do. So question 1 part 2. Now question 1 part 2 says 2.1 plus 3.4 multiplied by 6.5. Now what you got to remember is when you're doing this is that it's BEMDAS is what we use, right? So BEMDAS means that you got to do brackets first, exponents second. Exponents are like something squared or square rooted. Multiplication and division occur at the same time. Addition and subtraction actually are at the same time as well. So is there any multiplication in this question? Yeah. 3.4 by 6.5. So you have your 6.5 multiplied by your 3.4. Now it's very important. 4 multiplied by 5? 20. Carry the 2. 4 multiplied by 6? 24 plus 2? 26. This here represents not 3, it represents 30. So 0. And then 3 times 15? Oh, sorry, 3 times 5? 15. 5, carry the 1. 3 times 6? 18 plus 1? 19. Now here comes the tricky part. How many decimals should we have? 2. If there's 1 here and 1 there, and you're multiplying them, only when you're multiplying them, you then have 2 decimals. You add them together and we get 0. 6 plus 5? 11. Carry the 1. 9 plus 2? Oh, sorry. Yeah, 9 plus 2? 11. 11 plus 1? 12. 2. Carry the 1. 22.1. Okay? We have to add this answer onto it. We need 2.1 added onto this answer. And when we add it on, we should get 24.2. 1 plus 1, 2. 22 plus 2, 24.2. Okay? Everybody happy with that? Now, you pretty much got a tree. You got a tree or a tree or a 5. 0, 3 or 5. Okay? That's the way the marking scheme went. So can't give you anything in between those numbers. Okay? So that's it there in the corner. Okay. Now, next question we're going to do is part 4. Actually, no, part 3 because part 3 had division in it. Okay. Now, part 3. Okay. Part 3 has division in it. Okay. Now we're going to remind you how to do division here. Once again, BEMDAS kicks in. 5.5 divided by 0.25, and then it's going to be plus 4.5 divided by 0.9. Now what happens here, Stephen? Which one should I do first? So you're doing what's in here first, and then what's in here second. Stephen, how do you divide decimals?
You have to take the decimal away.
Take the decimal away. Now, to take it away,
you need to multiply by 10.
Multiply by 10. When we multiply by 10, we're going to get 55 divided by what's 2.5. The decimals still aren't gone, so we have to multiply by again. 550 divided by 25. Now, here's the problem, okay? What we got to understand is it's not 25 in here and 550 out here. Whichever number is being divided goes inside. 550 is what goes inside. 25 on the outside. Okay? Let's count up in 25s really quickly. 50, 75, 100. Then we can go 125, 150, all the way up to 9. Okay? That's going to be 175, 200, and 225 is the ninth one, isn't it? So now we know all our multiplication of 25. Now, here's what makes this easy. If you do this at the start, it makes everything really easy, okay? First of all, 55. How many 25s goes into 55? As in,
2.
because 50 is the closest number to 55. 2. Then you write down the number 50, then you take away.
5.
And what are we left with?
5.
5. Bring down the 0.
2.
And what are we getting this time?
2.
2. Okay. And once again, it just goes in 2, doesn't it?
20.
So the answer is
2.
22. Yes, Connor?
You know the way for number 9 it said 225.
Can we do number 9 when we get to number 9?
No.
If that's okay.
The 9th multiple of 25 is 225.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
You can multiply that by 2 and get 450 and then going again. Yeah. Plenty of different options, Connor. We're just gonna keep it the one method so that everybody does it the same way every time, but you're dead right with that. Okay? Now, same thing this time. Okay, but this one's easier. What do we need to do with the 4.5 and the 0.9?
multiply by 10.
Multiply by 10 and we get?
25 and 9.
And what's 45 divided by 9? 5. So the question becomes 22 plus 5. And what's 22 plus 5?
27.
27. Right, so that's 27. That's the answer to that one, okay? Now, number 10 was actually... Sorry, part 4 was actually, people found it hard enough, but actually turned out to be a reasonably easy question. Okay, show you now. Yeah, it's alright. Now, 10 multiplied by 7.168 plus 2.832, all divided by 8 into 8.762 minus 5.637. Okay, now what do we need to do first here, guys? Gotta do the brackets, don't we?
Yeah.
So it's going to be 7.168 plus 2.832. Okay, Harry, set me off on this one. 8 plus 2? 10, carry the 1. 6 plus 3? 9. 9 plus 1? 10, carry the 1. 8 plus 1?
9.
Plus 1? So the full answer is 10 basically, yeah? And it carry another one, 7 plus 3 equals 10. Okay, let's do the blue part now. What about the blue part? It's 8.762 minus 5.637. Connor Kelly. 2 minus 7?
You have to take 11 and 6, and you get 12 minus 7 is 5.
5, yeah.
5 minus 3 is 2. 7 minus 6 is 5 is 3.
3.12?
5.
5. Okay. Now, see our original question, yeah? I'm rubbing away what was there, and now I'm going to replace it with... This one is going to be replaced with 10, and the other one is going to be replaced with 3.125. Now, what we got to do next is... that should be in blue. Now, the question becomes, what's 10 multiplied by 10 on top? It comes 100 on top, and we have to multiply 3.125 by 8. Okay, can I have Orson on this one? Orson, 8 times 5?
40.
0 carried a 4. 8 times 2?
16 plus 4 is 20.
0 carried 2. 8 times 1?
8.
Plus 2? 10 carried a 1. 8 times 3?
24.
25. How many decimals?
3.
3. 1, 2, 3. 25. It now becomes 100 divided by 25, which is? 4. Okay, guys, well done. Now, The next one, 1 part 5. Question 1 part 5, okay? Square root of 4 minus 1 minus 0.6 squared. Okay, this is a tough one. Very tough one. Okay? Now, what you should do is completely ignore the square root sign. Pretend it's not there for a while. It's going to be 4 divided by whatever this is here. So let's just concentrate on this part first. Okay? It's 1 minus 0.6 squared. What does 0.6 squared mean?
0.6 by 0.6.
0.6 by 0.6. Okay? So 0.6 multiplied by 0.6. Okay, yeah, and what's 6 by 6?
6 by 6 is 36.
Okay, and how many decimals should we have?
2.
So it's 0.36, right? Now we have 1 minus 0.36. What's 1 minus 0.36? Okay. 0 minus 6, anybody?
You take the
10, basically, yeah? So 10 minus 6?
4.
9 minus 3?
6.
0.6? 4. Okay. Now, the question has now become 4 divided by 0.64. Now, how do you do 4 divided by 0.64? And Stephen, how much will we need to multiply to take away that decimal? 100. So it's going to be 400 divided by 64. Okay. So it's going to be 400 divided by 64 now, okay? So what we're doing next is we're going to do 400 divided by 64. Alright, Tom, count up in 64s for me.
64.
Yeah.
128.
Yeah.
200.
192. It's a difficult one.
Oh, sorry.
After that one? 256, okay? 256. We'll count up again. Harry, after that?
320.
Yeah. It's actually hard to do in your head, isn't it? Number 6. 3.
84.
84. Plus another 56. Or 64, I meant.
448.
Yeah. Plus another 64.
512.
And add another 64 into that.
576.
Now, guys, there is nothing wrong with writing it out and just adding it over and over and over again. Okay? Now, once you have that set up, you see that little list there? You need that set up and ready to go. Now we're going to do 400 divided by 64. Actually, we've pretty much done it, haven't we? 400 divided by 64. 40 divided by 64? 0. Doesn't happen. 400 divided by 64? 6 times. And that gives me 384.
16.
Okay. How many times was that? 6 times. And we were left with
16.
16. Bring down to 0. 160 divided by 64?
128. 2.
2. 6.2. And 2 gives me 128. Don't mind the decimals for the time being, alright? What's 128 from 160? 2. Carry the 1. So it'd be 10 minus 8, which is 2. 5 minus 2. Carry down another 0.
6.25.
Sorry? 5. Okay? So it's going to be 5 times. 6.25. Okay? So this full question now changes into
Square root of 600.
square root of 6.25. Now, as I said, this is a pretty mean question. Okay? Yeah. Now, okay. A square root of a number is the following, right? What's the square root of 1? 1. What's the square root of 4?
2.
2. What's the square root of 9? 3. Okay? Now, 1, 2, 3. 6.25 occurs between 4 and 9, which means the answer is somewhere in between 2 and 3. Now, 2 and 3, okay? If you were to do 20 squared, what's 20 squared? What's 20 by 20? 400. Alright? And if you were to do 30 squared?
900.
Basically 900, isn't it? Okay? So, somewhere in between, there is the answer. Okay? Let's go halfway in between. What's 25 by 25? 25 by 25? It's 625. 625 is
60.
roughly the same number. So the answer is going to be not 2, not 3, 2.5. Now, number 2. Okay? Question 2. Joan has stamps costing lads 54 cents each, and she has stamps costing 38 cents each. She wants her total to be 3.14 euro. This is 0.54, this is 0.38. Let's count up. What do we get when we double 54 cents? 108 cents or 1.08 euro. After that, when we treble it, after that, 216. After that, 270. Good man. And 324. Now you can see that we're not going to make the 314 using 54 cent stamps alone. That's not possible. Let's count up in 0.38. So Gavin, you seem to know the stuff. Gavin, go again.
76.
0.76, yeah. 114. 142. 180, yeah.
218.
Sorry, 1 second. It's 152, is that right? 152. Quiet. 190, so. And then after 190? 228. Let's stop here for a second. Is there any of these that will add together to give me 3.14? That's what I'm looking to find out. 3.14. Is there anything I can add together that will do it? Let's start off. Yeah, yes.
1.52 and 1.62.
1.52 and 1.62. What you sort of do is you sort of go down with the 1.08 and you go, okay, does that give me anything? Too small, too small, too small, too small, too small. Oh, this one maybe. Then you add them together and you realise, no, that doesn't work. It gives me 3.16. That's no good. You go down to 1.62 and you go, okay, 38 is too small, 0.76 is too small, 1.14 is still too small, 1.52 will get me nearly there. Does it work? You get 1.62 plus 1.52, you add them together, you get 4, you get 11 carried to 1, you get 3.14, exactly what you're looking for. Now, how many blue stamps is this? 3. It's going to be 3 54 cent stamps and 4.38 cent stamps. Okay, so that's your answer. 3 54 cent stamps and 4 38 cent stamps. So 3 54 cent stamps. How many people got that one out? Yeah, so that's a difficult enough, tricky question, right? Now, we have 9 minutes remaining, right? What I'll do here is, I'm just going to do 3 part 3, okay? because the other ones are just multiplying out. 3 part 3 is the hard one here. 3.3 multiplied by 4.6 divided by 2.5. Okay. Luca, what comes first?
You have to multiply the top, so you can multiply 1.6.
Okay. 4.6 multiplied by 3.3. Alright, Luca, tell me how to do it.
6 by 3 is 18.
18, so that's 8 carried a 1.
Yeah. And then 3 by 4 is 12, this one is 13.
13, okay. What you do when you multiply?
0.
You put 0 in for this one.
Yeah.
3 times 6?
18.
18.
But then
Carried a 1.
and then 13.
12. 3 times 4 is 12. 12 plus 1 is 13. No, you're dead, right? That's too quick for me. Now, how many decimals, Luca?
2.
2. Let's add them together. 8 plus 0.
8.
8 plus 3.
1. Or 11.
Carried a 1.
5.
5.
1.
1. 15 points.
18.
18, okay? 15.18. Now, 15.18 divided by 2.5.
Yeah.
Now, there's a problem with that. Can anybody tell me what the problem is? Yes, Sean?
So decimals.
Still decimals. We're not allowed decimals. Ryan, tell me how to get rid of that.
Times each by 10.
And you get 151.8 divided by 25.
And then you times it by 10 again.
1,518 divided by.
250.
Okay. Now, what should I do before I start this question? Count up in 250s. Okay? It's really easy. Same thing as counting up in 25s. Okay? So we're going to count up in 250s. Alright, Ryan, start me off there.
250, 500, 750, 1,000, 1,250, 1,500, 1,750, 2,000, 2,250.
We can stop there now. You only need up to 9. Okay? You only ever need up to 9. Now that we have that done, let's look at what we have here. Okay, how many times does it go into 1,518? Count down until you get close to 1,518.
No, 6 times.
6 times. Take away 1,500.
You got 18.
Bring down D.
0.
0. 180.
No.
No good. No 180s here, is there? Borrow another 0. 1,800. So which one?
7 times.
1750. Now what do we get?
50.
50. Bring down
0.
another 0. 500 divided by 250.
2 times.
So 6.072. Now what does it say? Significant figures. How many significant figures do I have at the moment?
3.
4. The 6.
Oh, yeah.
The 0. Why does the 0 count? In between two numbers. Okay, Gareth is getting there. 72. I need 2 significant figures, so I have to round it up. 6.072. Round it up, and what do we get? You can round off 72 up to 100, and that gives you 6.1. That's what significant figures are. Okay, guys. Would you like me to do B part 2 or B part 1? 3B part 2, 3B part 1? Oh yeah. I'll do 3B part 1, so. Okay guys, we want 2 places of decimal. 6.28 squared. How do you do 6.28 squared, Donald?
And you multiply
Say?
6.28 by 6.0.
6.28 by 6.28. Now, 8 times 8?
4.
So 4 carry 6. 8 times 2? 16 plus 6?
22.
2 carry the 2, 22. 8 times 6? Is that right? Anybody 8 times 6? Stephen?
8 times 6 is 48.
Alright, 48 plus 2? 50. 50.24. Okay. Next one. We're multiplying by 20s. Jake, 2 times 8?
16.
Carry the 1. 2 times 2?
4. 5.
4 plus 1 gives you 5. Okay. And 2 times 6?
12.
12. Okay, no bother there. Finally, 2 zeros this time, and we're multiplying by 6. Garrett by 6.
6 by 8 is 48.
Alright, so 6 by 8 is 48. 8 carry the 4.
6 by 3 is 12. Plus the 4 is 16.
12 plus 4 is 16. 6 carry the 1.
6 by 6 is 36. Plus the 1 is 37.
37. Now, how many decimals is the question?
4.
4 decimals. How'd you get 4 decimals?
Because there's 4 numbers after the decimal point.
Yeah. If you aren't sure about it, lads, what 2 numbers are these close to? What's 6.2a and 6.2a? What are they very close to? 6. What's 6 multiplied by 6?
36.
Your answer has to be very close to 36. If you get like 3,700, you know you've done something wrong with the decimals, right? That's what you got to remember. Round it off so you know exactly what region you're talking about here. Okay, so let's add them together. Stephen?
4.
4.
8.
8.
15.
3 carry the 1. Yeah.
7 plus 2 is 9. 9 plus
14 carry the 1.
9.
39.4384. A lot of decimals going on there. I want 2 decimals, don't I? So 39.44. Okay. Alright guys, that's us for today.